Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Shout out to the ancestors. I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather experience racism from the government than the source of life.
Did you have fun at the fair?
Oh my god. Show me how you put your sun lotion on. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your hands together. No. Yeah. Come on, everybody.
This is gonna be a tan by tomorrow. I'm one of those people where I burn and then I tan. My skin has like that olive undertone. I know it looks red right now, but trust me, this is like a good burn though. The UV's only 9, so I'm probably good on sunscreen. My grandma was half Italian.
I'm not willing to admit that I was wrong, so I'm gonna pretend that I love it and that this was the plan.
Why are so many Westerners obsessed with having tan or darker skin? It's been tied to affluence, whether you can afford to vacation somewhere warm. It all traces back to Coco Chanel. She took a Mediterranean cruise in 1923 and accidentally got sunburned. She came back to Paris very tanned. Because everything she did became fashionable, bronze skin then became glamorized overnight. French Riviera resorts started staying open through the summer for the first time in that year. Socialites and artists like Hemingway and Picasso were already sunbathing as part of a rebellion against the Victorian modesty. Then by 1927, Vogue started featuring tanned models on its covers. For the longest time, pale skin had always meant wealth. It signaled that you didn't have to labor outdoors. You were high class. Here's the thing, while white women were being celebrated for tan skin, women who were born with darker skin were still facing colorism, discrimination, and a beauty standard that consistently still favored lighter skin.
You know, as a black woman, this is a problem I've never had to deal with. Shedding.
I'm not shedding.
Yes, you are. So let me get this straight. When you leave a Caucasian out in the sun for too long, they start to shed.
Sucker, I am peeling. It's peeling. I'm not a snake.
Does it hurt to shed?
For the love of God, Socko. I ain't shedding. You're sick. What are you doing,
It's
Socko?
anti-shed prevention. Here,
Can
let
you
me do
get
it.
away from
no,
me?
let me
I
just
don't
do
need
it.
help with my
yes,
shed.
you do. Yes, you do. Oh my God. See, Dalton, this is why I tell you to wear lotion.
Socko, I don't need lotion. I don't get ashy like you.
At least I don't shed.
Socko, I'm not shedding. I got a sunburn and peeling.
Then wear sunscreen. I'm black and I know that.
You're a better Caucasian than me, aren't you, old girl?
Oh, white people don't have culture? What do you call this? Huh? What do you call SPF 70 water-resistant sunscreen?
And so that you know that being racist is actually a choice. Because if you look at black people, you obviously know that black people aren't allergic to the sun. You know, something that is naturally occurring, something that you need to survive, to live, to have and build healthier bones, strong bones. This is literally something that you need, right? The sun, if you're not exposed to the sun, technically you're not human. Like, you need the sun. Even animals, even trees, everything, every living organism, except the ones that are in the water, they need sun, right? So that you know that being a racist is a choice. It got to a point where white people actually understood that the darker you are, the better your chances of walking around and doing whatever and going to the beach and enjoying your time during the summer, you know, wearing your bikinis or your shorts and like sleeping under the sun, going swimming without giving a care in the world you need melanin for it. You need a darker skin for that. And for you to understand now, why I'm saying like racism is a choice, because they know that if a black person originally and genuinely and actually has melanin built in, like they were born with it, that is a gift from God. They were given blackness, they were given dark skin, melanin, to survive in all this different weather conditions. You see white people acting as if darkness is only cool if a white person chooses it. But if you were born with it, it's not the trend, it's not the vibe, it's not cute, it's actually terrible, it's bad. Because why do you have dark skin? I am white, but during the summer I can become darker. I can go get a tan that is like 10 times darker than my actual complexion, and I'll go online and other fellow white people will tell me I look so cute. Literally pushing into becoming a dark person, you're actually close to being like, you know, it's like you're wearing a black face and you feel like you're good, right? You're okay. Being dark is cute. It's nice. It's trendy. But when a black person is born with it, when a black person has had it ever since they were born, ever since they knew who they were or they existed, ever since the first human being, you discriminate them and tell them that being black is ugly. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
My sweet roommate tried to offer me her sunscreen and she said, it's SPF 30. I need to do SPF 70 sunscreen and I need to do it every 45 to 50 minutes when I'm out in the sun. And that's not me being pretentious about my skincare. That's me being the palest motherfucker in the entire Midwest. I have been sunburned in the dead of winter before. I have gotten sunburned sitting inside of my house before. I have gotten 2nd-degree sunburns before. Did you know you can do that? Did you know you can sunburn so bad that it's worse than a 1st-degree burn? I've gotten sun poisoning before. Fun fact, that's fun. It's like a sunburn that's really bad, but also you throw up a lot. You get really nauseous and sick from it. I need a lot of sunscreen. I guess that's what I'm saying.
So I'm out sunbathing in the garden yesterday and I forgot to take my face mask off. I'm really not happy, guys.
In the garden yesterday, couldn't find my own glasses, so I thought I'd wear this.
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Mate, I look like that fucking ice cream, that Neapolitan shit. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
My mom would always say this, Tassim, it don't take a rocket scientist to know that they're not from this planet. Because the sun doesn't poison us. We don't walk around and have sunscreen. We don't walk around with sunscreen, my son. The sun doesn't poison you, it heals you. But for the cavemen and the cave women, it poisons them. And I would say, well, mommy, why is that? She said, well, Tassim, That is because they're not from our planet. They're from another planet called Nerd.
I'm about to show you the tannest man in the world. This is the most tan person I've ever seen in my entire life. And he's white.
The thing they don't tell you about being with a white woman is you can't let them out of the house in the sun because they burn instantly and you're stuck rubbing aloe vera on them all day long. So bad.
It's so bad. And guys, here's the thing. I did put on sunscreen and I was only in the sun for like 2 hours. I cannot step outside without burning. And I do not mean this in like a funny hee-ha way. Like, I genuinely think I'm allergic to the sun because anytime I step outside, burn. You want to see the Birkenstock tan line on my feet? Like, you can see my nose is a little red too. Like, I just burn. When I model overseas in like Asia, my agents literally call me the lobster because they're like, oh, we've never had a white model sunburn so bad. I'm like, oh, thanks. So just me, my SPF 50 not working, and the hands of my brown husband who can tan in the literal darkness.
I'm sorry I don't have a sun curse.
Yeah, really. It's actually so bad. This is the only way I'll ever get a tan line is a sunburn line. Very sexy, in my opinion. What do you think?
No, not one bit.
Okay.
I made myself sick working in the sun yesterday. I know I'm getting older, but this sun is so intense, it's so hot, that 2.5 hours of me working outside, and it just, all of a sudden, it was out of nowhere. I was fine 1 minute, and the next minute, I was on the ground, and I guess that I had, like, lost consciousness. And when I came to, I felt like all of my nerve endings were tingling, like I couldn't feel my fingers, I couldn't feel my toes, my feet. I immediately went inside, like literally holding onto the walls outside. Tunnel vision, like everything was black from here on, like from here on. I got in the bathtub, ran some water, and I sat in the bathtub, cold water, for probably 30 minutes. And I was dry heaving, not to be gross, but there was just nothing left. I don't know how a person can go from just fine to like done, just done. I have no idea. I've never in my life experienced anything like it. And it took me all day yesterday and half the day today of just being inside, recuperating, to even go outside. Folks, be careful out there. It's unbelievable.
There you go.
You guys want to see something cool? Check out Sven's sunburn.
Oh, I did not expect that.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. She's sunburnt and she laid against the couch. She laid off and her skin peeled off. When you have a white friend, guys. Look at that. Bro, ain't no way, bro.
Good.
Okay, let go.
Hey, Phil?
Tell me when your team. Yeah!
The turn around.
Mira.
Just the.
The constant battle, majority of white people, and especially the racist ones, the conflict that they have and how they never sleep because they're looking for new ways into making black people feel inferior and feel down and degraded and not be proud of who they are, their culture, their skin tone, and everything that they have accomplished from ever since to now. They work so hard into making sure that black people don't feel good about themselves, whilst simultaneously or at the same time trying to pick and, just trying to take from black people. Because you will say today that black people are boring, we don't like their skin is ugly, yet you'll go and you'll go and make your skin darker. Yeah, you look at black hair and you're like, the hair is not nice, but you go and buy probably some oils that will actually help, especially if you want to actually do braids or you want to do some hairstyles that you are also stealing from black people. And maybe white brands don't actually, create products for you. So you go into, black owned businesses and actually buy what will actually work for you, right? like there is so much negativity when it comes to what black people have. And the minute a white person takes it, it now becomes automatically cool. It automatically becomes like the trend. It's now something that we want. This is something that we actually want to do. This is something that is actually the vibe. But when a black person does it, it's the ghetto, it's boring, it's bad. Because consistently making black people feel bad about themselves and actually making sure you build whole systems, like a whole country is governed by racism. Do you understand how silly that is? A whole country, one of the most powerful countries. There is literally so much racism in America alone than there is in every other part of the world. So that you know how weird it is, because racism is literally governing a whole country, one of the biggest countries to exist and actually to be governed, and to have white people who are constantly trying and actually supporting a government that continues to make black people feel bad, discriminate against black people, and wanting black people to feel embarrassed for who they are, and creating whole systems for black people to feel inferior, while black people actually know that they are not, and black people consistently choosing different from what is out there, from what they have constantly been. But black people continuously, take pride in who they are and what they have and everything that they have been gifted to by God and everything that they have really tried to work on, especially in their communities and themselves. And what I love the most is how so many times white people cannot not show envy towards black people. Like someone can be like the most insanely racist person, like the most racist person in the world, like a really, really deep Karen, the reason as to why the Karen name came about, but behind the scenes, they are looking at, models in Victoria's Secret who are dark skinned and they're like, oh, damn, that girl looks really good. They are going to watch basketball games of black people, playing these games and actually saying, oh, that black man is actually playing like really well, or that black woman. They're going to look at sports, maybe Jamaican sports, where mostly black people dominate, especially when they are running, when they're doing this track things. I'm not very conversant with the names, but when they're running tracks, we know this. And they're going to be like, oh, that's a really nice athlete. That person can really run. And they're cheering on these people. But when they see a black person on the street, it's the correct opposite. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. To some point, you envy black people. You love how black people don't have to struggle with certain things. Some black people, wear sunscreen. And let me tell you the reason as to why black people wear sunscreen. The only reason black people wear sunscreen is not because they actually need it. If a black person we say I'm a black person, if I choose from now henceforth, I'm going to be walking out in the sun for a couple of minutes, and each and every day I'm going to be adding on to those minutes without actually, applying sunscreen. Maybe I can just apply Vaseline, just a nice jelly. And I apply this each and every day, and I continuously add time into this time that I'm standing, I'm going outside, and I'm having fun, and I'm doing all these things. With no time, I'm not going to need sunscreen, because a black person cannot get sunburned. What they can get is they can peel, their skin can peel, and just a little bit, not everywhere, just a little bit. But if they are consistently, even after the peel, they're still, going out to the sun, it's going to be okay. They're not going to ever need sunscreen. But it's very opposite for white people, because a white person cannot you can't teach your skin to allow sun, or to be allowed by the sun to exist outside, because if it's really hot, it's going to be very difficult. You can't teach your skin. We've seen literal people who are saying in the video that they have used SPF 100, they've used SPF 70, and they consistently apply the sunscreen every 30 minutes. They're on the beach and still get sunburned. You can't teach your skin to do that. You can't automatically have melanin, because melanin supports, your skin from not getting harmed by the sun. So for black people, yes, the reason as to why black people have continued, we are always evolving. Some black people want to stay at home, work from home. Black people don't need to always walk around. They can spend a lot of time in their homes. So that's why sometimes they need sunscreen. They should get sunscreen or use sunscreen, but technically they don't need it, but it's very opposite for the other side. And consistently making black people feel terrible whilst going behind their backs and doing the same exact thing black people are doing, and then calling it a new name, a different name, calling it this new trend. It's like you invented darkness or blackness. It's like you invented this new race. They call it tanning. No, you're just blackening yourself. You're darkening your skin. Yeah, we can call it tanning, yeah, tan, yeah, whatever. Let's not call it as it is. You're literally darkening yourself so that you can become, a lot of shades darker for you to be able to walk around in the sun without actually getting damaged. To which even the sun, for a long time, it has very long effects. You can literally get melanoma, you can get cancer, skin cancer, and many other diseases, and it's not like something that is funny or fun or whatever, but what you have to understand is you trying to make black people feel bad and then going ahead and wanting to exist as a black person, wanting their skin, wanting their joy, wanting their hair, wanting their characteristics, wanting their culture is very weird. That's some very creepy behavior. You'd rather love and want to exist with other people that you actually envy or want to be like, because there's always some good jealousy and there's bad jealousy. If you actually have good jealousy, then you can exist with people. If I see a car of if my neighbor has a really nice car and I like it, I'll go ahead and work hard and make sure I can get the same car or a better car or a bigger car. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a competition, but if I like the car, it can motivate me to working hard to getting that car, right? But not going ahead and hating on my neighbor and calling other neighbors and telling them, oh, he has such a terrible car, and talking about his family or whatever, let's be better. You can literally just be better human beings to black people, because at the end of the day, they are superior, they are beautiful. Being a black person is a joy and a blessing. Existing, you're existing naturally to the world. You literally exist according to how the world was made. It was made for you. It was made for your skin. It is what it is. So I would love to hear what you have to say. So kindly comment your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Kindly remember to do that. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share as we continue to grow and to learn together. And if you'd love to support me in another way, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box below. I will truly appreciate for any contribution that is given. I would love to see you again, so do make sure you come back. Goodbye for now.